Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio and I'm Sally. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a wave smocking design. It's a Canadian smocking design, but I'm going to be using some netting. Never really tried netting before because I realised that obviously because it's quite sheer, quite transparent, I wasn't really sure how that was going to work with seeing the back hand stitching and everything, but I'm going to give it a whirl and see how we get on. So shall we get straight into the video? So what I've got here is a 1.5 inch grid and I've got the wave smocking design on there. I've used this one before, but I just wanted to try it on this very fine netting that I've got here. So I've just transferred, as you saw there on the time lapse, I just popped the design underneath the fabric and I used my usual friction pen, which can be removed later with steam from an iron. So I just did it, yeah, just a little bit higher, and I just went, yeah, just a little bit more than the full page there. So I don't want to go too big. I'm really not sure how this is going to come out. Obviously we're going to see all the hand stitching on the back of this, which is fine because we'll use some white thread. But yeah, I have no idea how this is going to come out, but I'm curious. So let's give it a whirl. Okay then, so I'm going to start on this left-hand side here. This is our usual wave smocking one. If you've been watching my videos for a while, this is one that I do quite regularly because I love this design. You guys seem to love this design. Is that going to hold? Let's hope. So I'm going to just keep exploring it on different materials and see how it comes out. So as I said, no idea how this will work. So I'm just going to pop a knot over the top of that one, and so we just head down to the next diagonal here. I'm not sure how this is coming out on camera, whether that's going to be difficult to see. I'll keep going anyway, and when I edit the video, if it's hard to see, then I'll include another video of wave smocking on a more opaque fabric which you can see. So I'm trying to remember where I got this particular fabric from. So it's really fine netting. I love it. Can't remember now. Or was it Hobbycraft? Was it Abercorn in town? Might have been a bag full from Abercorn. I feel as if I got some white at the same time as well. This is like a subtle pale pink, of course, one that I love. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just traversing down the stitches, and I'm hoping, because it's on a 1.5 inch grid, that the wave smocking will come out nice and large that we can see. So what I'm doing in between the diagonals is I'm just heading down to the top of that diagonal there, and I want to keep the thread nice and flat. I don't want it to gather in between the actual design. But once I'm on the diagonal and I want it to gather in, I'm just going to draw in the thread and the fabric, create that tension, keep the stitch consistency, and we'll see how this comes out. So I'm going to head down to the bottom of this first column. Got a couple more diagonals to do. As I said, in between the drawn out diagonals, the pattern of the wave. Then I want the thread to remain flat, so I just pop another little stitch in just to secure that. You have to remember to do that. We don't want that gathering in, but we do want it gathering in on the actual design. So on the blue line, gather that in and pop your stitch over the top, and I always put a little knot in there. Off we go. Okay, we've got the first column done. Looks like that at the moment. So it's got a little bit of the star of the wave smocking there. And let's get the next column done so we can see a little bit more. So this is how we're looking on the back. I've done one column, two columns. This is what it should look like on the back. And then on the front, the wave is starting to transform. Love that. Okay, I'm going to do the rest. Hopefully it won't take too long. Okay, we're finished. So that's obviously the back. And there is the front. So usual stuff, I just need to get rid of the pen so you can see this a little bit more clearly. We also have to just make sure that all of the fabric is pinched out into the wave design. So we just need to handle that a little bit. So it's very nearly there. And I'll just go and get the steam off the iron. Just need to go and remove the pen. Little friend's just come to join me here. Hello, Lola. Okay then, that is all done. The wave smocking, and I think it's really pretty on this netting. So yeah, really delicate little piece there, and happy with that. So I'm just going to call off here, and if you've enjoyed it today, please do give the video a like, share the channel with friends, and also if you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out, and I shall see you in the very next video.